All right, so for this one, we're going to sing America the Beautiful, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down. We're going to do line by line for the first verse, and then we're going to add on the second verse. So what we're going to do is this video on the side on the left here will have the lyrics and just the music only, no extra voices. And then this presentation on the right side will have the lyrics so you can see the full verse all at once versus just line by line on the other side. That way you can get used to seeing and learning the lyrics. So what I'm going to do is for this first one, I'm just going to play it and sing for you the first verse, and then we're going to break it down. So here we go. There's a little bit of an intro. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties, above all fruited plain. America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. And you'll notice that after the first verse, it went into an instrumental part, and that's kind of the break. You get a little bit of a breather between the first and second verses. So you heard the music. What I'll do is I'll sing the first part. You just repeat after me, okay? So I'm going to do the first two lines right here, okay? So my turn, then your turn. Here I go. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain. Okay, now your turn. Oh, ready, go. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain. Now I'm conducting kind of in the background, and I'm kind of aiding if it goes up or down and when to hold it out and when to stop. So, oh, beautiful for spacious skies goes a little lower. For amber waves of grain, we're going to go grain. And on the third count of it, we're going to stop. That way we get a breath for the next part. Okay, now these next two lines, for Purple Mountain Majesties, is actually going to sound exactly the same as the very beginning. But then you'll notice above the fruited plains a little different. So my turn first, then your turn. For purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plain. Okay, so for purple mountain majesties, exactly like the first line, and then for the line that starts with above, we go a little higher, just like above. Above the fruited plain. And exactly the same as grain, you're gonna plain. On the third one, you're gonna close that out with our in sound, okay? Now, fruited, that's a large skip. So if you need to go back and practice that little jump, go for it, okay? So what we're gonna do is you're gonna sing for Purple Mountain Majesties above the fruited plain. And I took a little bit of a break, so I'll do it again, and then your turn. For purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plain. For your turn, go. For purple mountain majesty, above the fruited plain. Okay, very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine the first four lines, which is the first half of the first verse. So from the very beginning, we're going to actually do it with our music, with the intro. Now this one with the song goes a little faster, okay? Here we go. And watch for me. I'll give you a count off. beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. How'd you do? Now, if at any point you need to rewind and do a certain section again, that's totally fine, but we're gonna move on to the second half. So, America, America. All right, this one starts high. I'll just do one line instead of two for this section. America, America. Okay, and we started low and then we went down step by step. Your turn. Ready? Here you go. America, America. Okay, and then the next line. God shed his grace on thee. God, ready, go. God shed his grace on thee. Okay, so same thing with thee, like the very beginning, grain and plain, getting three, we're ending, okay? So putting those two lines together, my turn first. Here I go, America, America, God shed his grace on thee. Your turn, ready, go, America, America, God shed his grace on thee. Nice. Now the next line. And crown thy good with brotherhood. Okay, so, and crown is right here, thy good a little lower, with brotherhood. The hood goes a little lower, okay? So your turn. And ready, go, and crown thy good with brotherhood. And the very last line. From sea to shining sea. Ready, here you go. From sea to shining sea. Okay, let's do the whole second half together. Ready from America, here we go. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Hey, how'd you do? What we're gonna do is we're gonna do all of that now from the beginning, okay? And then we're gonna listen to the break, and then I'll kind of point to where the second verse is, but we're not gonna do the second verse, okay? Here we go. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Okay, so you'll notice right here, our second verse is not lining up, okay? That's because for this version, we're only doing two, and our second verse is actually the fourth verse, okay? When we shorten songs down to just two, we typically do the first and the last verse. This one, this is the true second verse of the song, but we're not gonna have y'all sing three verses. There are four verses. We're just gonna do two. So there are no sounds or no voices for this one. So what I'm going to do is we're going to sing it, but we're not going to watch the screen. So what we're going to do this time is for this second verse, it's exactly the same sound, exactly the same melody as the first one. And we're just going to change the words. A couple things I'm going to do before I take it away and we start the whole thing over again is just some of the words, okay, because you might not be familiar with those words. Alabaster is a special kind of stone that back thousands of years ago was held, and it was thought to be a super precious type of stone. What's cool about it is that it is kind of transparent. And what I mean by that is, like, yes, it's still stone, it's not clear. But if you were to put a light behind that stone, the light is going to shine through. Now, the stone itself sometimes has other colors mixed in, like it might have a yellowish color or pink or even some whitish and gray, but it's semi-transparent. So when it says thine alabaster cities gleam, it's talking about the light shining through those cities, like their patriotism, their support shining through. So it's just symbolic right there, and that's what that means. Alabaster was used to have like vases or jars to store things in, or even used to create statues. So it was a very, very precious stone. So all we're going to do, sing the second verse along with the music. But instead of just doing that, because I know y'all are third and fourth graders, y'all are good, we're going to sing the whole thing, okay? And you'll notice just the words change, but it's the same sound. So we're about to do the whole thing. Are you ready? I'm going to pause this real quick. That way we only get the lyrics, okay? So pause. Okay, so we're back. We are going to, I'm sharing this again. Okay, so we're going to start the music and then I'm only going to have the words come on. And we're going to sing it together. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years, thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Okay, so I wanted to cover a couple more things as far as the recording goes for the program. When we are singing, and you are going to be recorded as a class, okay, make sure that you are standing nice, tall, and straight, that your arms and hands are at your side. So I know for some of you who love to put your hands in pockets, don't worry, I'm one of those too, we cannot do that. Our hands have to be at our sides, and we can't fidget, we can't move around, not with our heads or anything like that. So even if we are singing and then we get to a part in the song where we are no longer singing, you still have to stand perfectly straight, still. It's respectful to the song. It's respectful to those who we are singing in honor of. So there are no moves to this song because it's a patriot song. We don't, or patriotic song. We're not going to do movements or anything like that, like we might with other types of fun music songs. Okay. So even at the very end, I let the music play out. Don't move around and start talking to the person next to you because when you finished, you're actually really not done because the music is still going. So practice that. And we're going to sing these through every day so you can get better. And now you know America the Beautiful.